Did you say Mr. Murphy?
Respect is due.
Yes, I.
Yeah, man. A lot of people are misled about the dancehall situation in Zimbabwe. Can you highlight that, please?
Tell you the truth, it's not misleading. It's lack of knowledge. If somebody is ignorant, they do things without understanding. So it's not they're not misled. They don't know. What you don't know is not being misled. So that's why we want them to know what we know about dancehall music in Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, dancehall music started around 81, 82 with Power Stemmery. He came from England. And his brothers, Classy, and some other guy. I think Gary was one of them. They came from UK with a program of repatriating people from UK to come and work and rebuild Zimbabwe. So they came as a family. They used to live in 3rd Avenue in Bari, and I live in 2nd Avenue. And the sound was Africa A1, Outer National. The first dance was at White Dub Center. To my knowledge, some people claim that they started somewhere else and they came here. But we didn't know nothing. They might have started somewhere else. But in Bari, we started at White Dub Center, YWCA, close to Edith opening. But with time, there was a man called Jabi. He came with them, and to us, we didn't even know who he was. We used to live with them in 3rd Avenue. Seeing? But anyways, the sound was big, huge. The biggest sound in Zimbabwe that time. Until there was man like Farai, man like but anyways, Farai that time, I don't know what time he started. I don't even know what year, but it was way before 84. They teamed up with Jabi to form a song called Level Vibes. And they started playing at Zimbabwe Hall, just across Mshandra Pamwe. Zimbabwe Hall is right at Zimbabwe grounds. It's just a small community hall. And they were powered by a man called Jerry. Jerry, he was a white man. He had a big sound system. So with about 85, we were introduced to digital music. And Level Vibes was just starting, and they started the digital music from the rockers. Africa A1 was playing rockers, like real dub. They can play a dub without no lyrics and people still dance. But Level Vibes was different because Farai had access to go to England. Jabi's wife had access to go to England and come back on a regular because she was an air hostess. And from there, it was a big crew. I used to pay my money to go to the dance. I think it was about $2, Zimbabwean dollars, to go to the session. And the session, you wouldn't see a drunken person in the session at Zimbabwe or even at White Dub. It was strictly chalice, strictly weed. And we used to eat ital, maputi, a drink and a bun and eggs. They didn't sell beer at any dancer. Beer was a no-no. Like nowadays, they sell beer nowadays. It's like a club thing now. It's not like a dancer session. See, it's a money-making thing. But anyways, as the time moved on, Jabi took over the sound system of Jerry. Jerry, his sound system was called Frontline. and he took from him. I'm sure you might know this guy who was the technician for the sound. I think his name was Josie from Mozambique. He was a dread. He used to advertise for Edgar's. He was a light-skinned guy. He was like a colored guy.
Jose Moskin.
Yeah. A lot of people don't even remember that guy. See? But we already have a lot of groups that came. Misty Roots. But who came before that? Of course, Bob Marley came in 1980. That's when everything changed.
Jimmy Cliff?
Jimmy Cliff came after 85. I don't think Jimmy Cliff came in the 80s. He came in the 90s.
Early 80s.
Early 80s?
Yeah. After independence, sometime after independence.
I remember Jimmy Cliff was saying he wanted 7 wives or something like that. I don't know how true it was. But he had a good time. And when Misty Roots came here, they came with Alfigio. Alfigio is my neighbor, but he lived in Arcadia. But he was raised in England. And they were given a farm somewhere in Norton. I don't know if Power was given a farm, but Power had a farm too in Norton. And they started doing what you call retrading tires, Chitemere retreads. A lot of people might remember that. If you hear Chitemere retreads, it was Power Chitemere who was doing that. That was his main source of income. Dancer was fun. See, in about around 85, 86, there was a lot of sounds. Dandara Rockers, Motsuruka, it was a sound system, not a band. Start Time, you started around that time, right? Start Time.
Start Time, Unity Sound.
Unity Sound from Fakos, Ziwa and the crew. And where else? There were about 5, 6 sounds, right? Start Time, Unity, Dandara Rockers, Motsuruka, Level Vibes, Africa A1. I think that was all. That was around 1985, 86. But we were still young. We were still growing up, you hear me? So everybody loved it. Because the competition, because Level Vibes was dominating the industry. Because of they have a lot of source, they could source more music. They could get music from Greensleeves and Jetstar in England before everybody. You hear me? So with time now, everybody knew that reggae music was going far. But as people in Zimbabwe, it wasn't accepted by society. To be a dread or a Rasta man, somebody who have these locks. Our parents didn't even want us to have dreadlocks. I was never a dreadlock, and I even hated to be a dreadlocks. We used to laugh at dreadlocks. You could go in a dance and would find maybe less than 10 dreadlocks, man. See, in the 80s. Dreadlocks was associated with witchcraft, doctors, you know, African doctors. When I say African doctors, Nganga, it is all these about African doctors. See, it wasn't something that society, the Zimbabwe society accepted. See, so in about around 87, Farai from split with Jabi, formed his own sound. First of all, he called it Top Notch, and Jabi has his own sound. And I think because of that split, people didn't even understand what's going on. We could see what's going on, but we didn't understand because these guys were friends.
What about Mikey Dread?
And Mickey Dread, yeah man. Mickey Dread was, the late Mickey Dread was one of our friends.
Hello.
I think Mickey Dread was the first person I saw with dreadlocks in Zimbabwe. And he had to cut his dread because somebody told him he's supposed to go to the Air Force or something like that. He was a selector for Africa A1 in Level Vibes. But he's late now. And that time with the late Culture T, he was the MC.
Super Dads?
No, Dads came later. It was Culture T. Culture T was their main local MC. There was this other guy, I forgot, he was short, who came with our power too. He was from England. I can't remember it, but he used to make noise on the microphone, so no one couldn't understand part one. So with Tendai now, Tendai was going to Mount Place, and then everybody would understand his English. You get me? So with time we had Parizai, with Parizai, Alan Ranks, Junior Togas, something like that. Toga Bantan, yeah. Toga Bantan, Dads, Yellow Vibes, of which all about maybe one or two are still alive. Yellow Vibes is late, Culture T is late. Somebody told me Alan Ranks died. Is that true? Yeah. Alan Ranks is late, and Parizai is a police officer right now. See?
Super Dad's late.
Dads is late. So the history of reggae music in Zimbabwe is kind of, let me put it this way, it's dwindling. It's becoming small and small because most of the people were active in the 80s. Don't want to associate themselves with dancer of nowadays, of the new millennium. See? So if somebody like myself or you, Eddie Muffin, Farai, if we don't tell those people what we did during those days, nobody will know what was happening. See? But going back to the sound system style, top notch, never go too far. 88. I think 88, that's when Farai formed Smolex, around that time. And Jabi called this sound stereograph. Stereograph is the original sound from Jamaica. U-Roy. Sound called stereograph is owned by U-Roy in Jamaica. See? And we were already players in the dance by 88. But we're not hardcore. We're trying to revive Africa A1 in Bari. You know, Basic Ghost, Joa, Leesway, Sharks, you know, Bats. Some of our guys are late. You know, there's just maybe about 4 of us from that time. But we're a big crew that time. Very notorious and brutal.
Ninja Pass.
Yeah, Ninja Pass. Because our Ninja Pass came from Ninja Man. Ninja Man, his first song, his first hit song was in 1988. It was called Protection. He did that song with that guy who sing Turn Them Back. What's his name again? Turn them back, yeah, I'm gonna turn them back. What's his name? But anyways, it was a combination with that guy who sing Turn Them Back. That's when Ninja Man blew. Before Shabarak, Supercat was already big. So we were trying to do our stuff in Bari, while Stereograph is doing their sessions in Highfield. But the crowd was the same. If there was 400 people, we get 200, they get 200. So we had to join forces. We have to work together. See? So Mickey came to our house and we had a good reasoning with him, and we joined forces with them. That's when I Man come to, and I called it Stereo One. The I, Mad Minox. I called that sound Stereo One. After I heard a cassette from Lieutenant Stitch. Stereo One is original Lieutenant Stitch sound. Captain Barky, Lieutenant Stitch, and Wickerman and them kind of people then in Jamaica. I had a cassette. Somebody gave me a cassette of Stereo One in England. And from that time we just call it Stereo One. That's how Stereo One came up. No one called that name Stereo One, and nobody said we should call it this and that, nobody. As soon as we call it Stereo One, everybody agreed. Farai was a little bit part of it, but he was a little bit out because he had his own smallness. That's late 1988, early 89. That's when Stereo One started. In 89, what you call, Jabi, Dennis Wilson promoted culture, Eric Donaldson and Ijaman. But they ran out of funds and they had to contact other big people, and one of the people they contacted was Liam Gabe. Liam Gabe was actually the finance after that. And to tell you the truth,
Zimbabwe great promotion.
Yeah. And me, myself, and Joa went to Kwekwe to put posters for that show. And we stayed at, the band came in and we stayed at Ambassador Hotel with a Rough Cut band. That's when I met a man called Bongo Dashi Thomas. I met him at Ambassador Hotel and we became friends instantly. And worked with Jerry Tarino, I'm sure you know him, was there with me at the hotel where they chilling, you get me? Some people got clothes from the band members. I couldn't get clothes because my size was too big. See? But the show was at National Sports Stadium. I think it was on the 11th of, somewhere in November. That's when the show was. That's the same time I met my wife. My wife is Grace. I met her same time. We used to sell tickets in First Street. 1989, November. I met her, I think, on the 4th of November, 1989. Selling tickets for that show. And after the show now, my woman went back to Canada in February. But, you know, we're in love, so there was a kid. So I had to go back. I had to go to Canada myself, personally, in May 1990. That's the first time I've seen a plane. Maybe my second time at the airport. But I was actually on the plane. You get me? And after that, we're just gonna fast track because a lot of things happen in between. It's already Stereo One, the big sound. Motsuka was dead. Unity was dead. Dandaro Rockers was dead. Star Time and Stereo One. Two sounds. Only in Zimbabwe that time. And for Star Time, there was man like JJ. There was man like Lucky Mukara, Eddie Muffin, Lekupi. I don't know. I think that's it, isn't it?
Colin J.
Colin J, I don't know that guy, but Colin J. While I was in foreign now, when I say foreign, I mean in Canada, in Toronto, Canada. What I heard, this is what I heard, not what I seen or I wasn't part of it. Star Time was given a contract to play Rumors. So these guys were playing and they wanted to spice it up. They invited Stereo One to come and do a combination with them at Rumors. And reggae music was accepted. Here in Zimbabwe we call it uptown. When you say uptown it means city center. Downtown is ghetto. It's the opposite. In foreign, downtown is the city. Uptown is the ghetto. So reggae music was being accepted in the city. It started on a Tuesday, to my best of my knowledge, isn't it? And because the club was making money, they were giving me Saturday. And Star Time was pushed out of the deal, and there was still one left in Rumors. And I came back around 1992 when I got my landed papers. I came back in 1992 in March.
Star Time actually moved to a bigger venue. Holiday Inn.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Harper's.
Yes, I. But anyways, I came back as Stereo One selector. I came with about 1,200 records. But of my records, most of them was Ninja Man in 1992. Because I was a fan of Ninja Man. And most of those songs that everybody think they know, Meda she wrote, Bam Bam, Batty Rider by Buju Banton, Ninja Man, Test the High Power. I was the first to play them in this country of Zimbabwe. First man to play them. I'm responsible for Ninja Man's career in Zimbabwe. Buju Banton career in Zimbabwe. Chakadimas and Pliers, I was responsible for their success in Zimbabwe. And a lot of people, you know what I mean, because Supercat was already there, but I had more tune than everybody else. For somebody who's starting, you get me? When I was playing at Stereo One, they made about $3,000 at the gate, and they wanted to give me about $25. And I couldn't agree with that. Out of 3,000, they give me $25, and I have 1,200 albums in 45, 7-inch and 12-inch. I had my own money, but the treatment I was given by the Stereo One crew, Joa and Jabi, they were money hungry. That's all I can say. They were money hungry. And I stopped playing for Stereo. It was all financial. We were friends, but we didn't agree on the money part. That was my part of the split up from Stereo One and from Silverstone in November. I went back in July and I came back in November the same year of 1992. And when I came back, they didn't know that I had a plan. I ambushed them, me and General B. We ambushed them in Rumors. They thought we were still playing as one. Because Bernard, when I left, General Bernard was playing with them. But when I came back, he was the selector, was the MC. And we just ambushed them in front of everybody. We made it to be a clash. Silverstone versus Stereo One. That's how people know us. See? And from there onwards, we approached a man called Cedric Steele. he was running a club called Mr. C's in South Attorney. See, we approached him and he was my good friend. For him to come to Harare, I was the first person to hire his equipment, Black Giant, to introduce it to different people. I was the first person still. He's still my good friend, but he's carnal mind too. To me, he's a user. He's a user. Tell you the truth, he's an idiot. See, we're playing outside where they sell local beer, chibuku and whatnot. And some people were playing R&B in the main club until we saw that we have everything. We have the crowd. By the time we went into Mr. C's, he was close to be broke. So we played at Mr. C's, I think, for less than 3 months. And the doors were locked. See what I mean? That's why I say reggae music was never accepted. They want to give us venues when the places are going down. See? Same as Rumors. Rumors started as R&B with Josh Makawa and those other guys. Hitchman and all those guys were playing down there. But with time, reggae music was coming with powerful force. There was different sound systems coming in. Some claim that they started earlier, but right now I cannot talk about them because it will cause a controversy. I'm just talking my part. They will talk their part. Now I'm Silverstone. I have nothing to do with any other sound. I don't care about Silverstone. The stereo one, I don't care about it. Right? We moved to jobs. It's Silverstone. And we're the big competitor of stereo one. Everybody knows that. Jabi was still my good friend, but people didn't even know the late Jabi. They didn't even know because more time when you clash, the fans would fight, a lot of violence, whatever, you know, a lot of bad mouthing, you know, a lot of exchange of words. So me really, I don't really too care about people still, you know, because I don't beg, I don't borrow. I'm just me. I don't care about nobody because nobody tell me what to do in the reggae music. See, the only person I respect is Farai Shambari when it comes to dancehall music in Zimbabwe. Some people, I see them from a distance, we mix up and blend. But my utmost respect goes to Farai Shambari because he stayed loyal to the game. For him, it wasn't about the money. It was about the culture of dancehall music, just to keep it alive. A lot of people were thinking more about the money and they were losing the value of the dancehall music. You get me? And a lot of things happened. Me and General B split up, and Jackie B was the main selector of Silverstone. And when Jackie B, Junior D, Mickey Mouse, Matt Proza, Flavor, Smiley as our main MC. Smiley was original Smiley, not this Power FM Smiley. That one is a fake. It's null and void. You get me? The original Smiley, people know it. It was Jackie B, Bango and Smiley. See? But, you know, we fast track it because a lot of things happened during the years. We're talking about 1993 when this was happening. Now we're in 2014. Me and Jackie B are not on the same sound. We still use same sound, Silverstone, but we don't play together. Now it's about the money. He's my blood brother, but the financial part, mismanagement of the financial. You get me? So I've never made not even $1 from dancehall. Not even 1 cent. I've never even bought a t-shirt from dancehall. Not even a hat. You know, I always spend my money that I bring from foreign. Right now as we speak, probably I'm the only one with a sound system in Zimbabwe when it comes to dancehall style. Some people might have their sound system, but we don't know about it. We've never seen it. Because they don't keep dance. They want us to invite them at our session. If you are big, you keep your own dance. Most people live in foreign right now. But when they come to Zimbabwe, they don't want to book the venue, pay the police, have their own crew, do the posters. They want us to do everything as Silverstone and bring them as guests. We can't do that. See? And they still claim that they're big sounds. Get your own sound system. Yes, they have the sound system, but they cannot keep their own show. They want to keep the shows at places that already have fans. We have downtown in Highfield. That place, they have their own fan base. We have Red Fox, they have their own fan base. Try to do something else, because dancehall will change. Now we have this thing called Zim dancer. I don't know what it is. If you ask me, I don't know what it is because I know dancehall. You know, if somebody knows what it is, they will tell me. Me, I don't know. I know dancehall, reggae music. That's it. That's what I play. I don't play Zim dancehall.
All right.
Yeah, my man is a ginger boys down. Stock around Bari. Yeah, 2014. Tambotaura Bichana Nash, I can't speak about 2014. Ginger, I can't ginger banana 2012. Passing it's very was I told my quick picture, it's silver. You know, upon our wimba. Yakunzim dancehall. Mbari angaisina vanhu vakawanda vaizikanwa takatina na Winky D ana Sniper ndo vakatanga kuimba vanga vari kumberi, but since pandakaitwa mapasa fana yakaita mapasa about 2 or 3, and I put them on video ndakaendesa kuforeign maona na DJ Fanta nakaita imwe pasa in 2013. So pasa iyi yakabatsira mapasa akaitwa muZimbabwe, especially muMpare muno. Kune kumwe kwainzi kuGaza kwa Diva Msoja kwaitwa mapasa. Zvakabatsira kuti vafana vemuMpare vasumuka. Manje tana na Killer T wakuzikanwa, ana Jalaf, ana Secolors, ana Kina, vasikana ana Vanessa, ana Empress Fina. Vari kuimba zvinonakidza naizaki. Saka vanhu vazhinji vari kutraya kuimba kuedza. Ngavaimbe zvavo, but kana usina kuenda through pasa zvinokuomera. Unofanira kutraya kuimba mahara usati wafunga zvekubhadhara. Ana Winky D vakatangawo vachimbawo mahara. Ana Kina vakatangawo chimbawo mahara. Ana Killer T vakaimbawo mahara. Even vafana vamazuva ana Raspombi is only about Masipomba anenge ari form 1 14 years 13 14 years saka kana pachitwa mashow ngokumbiriro sawo mapromota ngavasaise vanhu pamaposta vasina kutaura nemunhu just because togara mubari just because tiri kushupika isusu vaswera vachisa vapfana vozoshoresa vapfana yakunzi haana kuuya pashow. Tinawo mapromoters ana chippers anga asikamboita zveregi anga ndo vamwe vacho vachitaura kuti vanga vakatibuka panyaya dzerege maiziyakini vanga vakatibuka na chippers vachiita zvisungurana naAlec Machesu naNasulu saka mai manje akuda kuzvitange ndi top promoter chimuZimbabwe muno maasi top promoter not kwatiri vanhu achatouraya business yevapana because sometimes anovaisa paposta asati ataura nawo vasati vawirirana pamari mupana weyobva waregedza kuenda kushow kwake haasi kuziva kuti munhu ari kurwara ari kuita sei. tinanana jalavu anorwara ane chirwerewo chake chaanacho mene anenge anenza neshuga iri kuita sei bada munyerere vamwe vane zvirwere zvinatural zvavakakura vari okuzvinzwa fire pamwe anenge ane show kana kuSouth Africa munhu ane show kuSouth Africa omisa mushow kana kuHarare Gardens onzi munhu haana kuuya wakumhanya kuenda kuredhiyo manje apa ona kutaura naye ngavasadaro ana chippers ngaambodzokera kusungura ngaambopedzerana naAlec Machesu naNasulu
born chippers
chippers iye ndo andikutaura kana achifungwa kuti kumunyemera sozviziya because ina handimuziyi hasana mubona vatozovanzwa vaaparedhiyo vakuenda pachi vakutaura nezvevapana especially vemumbari vapana vemumbari togara lifestyle yakasiyana navanhu vesina nokugrandfield kuniriro kumadzana lifestyle kunoka yakasiyana pamwe munhu anenge aina kumariro kumba kwake kunenge kune munhu achirwara one kuti anoimba achinakidza vanhu manje iye kana baba wake vachirwara tanga waenda unoona munhu uyu woonoti ari kugara sei. How can his life become better? Not good you just because of US dollar. Wadangotorera vapana mari. Ona. Atidi zvakadaro. Especially Mbari. Mbari.
Ngwede vange mukusasa.
Yeah, tina junior D.
Yes sir.
Yeah. One of my selectors edu. Vechidiki. Jobs.
Ngazi vachembera manje. Vatauri vechi mwana vakutokoti senior D kana
just introduce yourself.
Yeah. I'm junior D, long term selector for years man. Takataka jobs kudhara. Zvota mwari kulanso vari kuchika.
What's your sound?
Superstone sound, dance sound. Yeah. Akona akamoti kwako tiwakubikirwa vane mazita ari kuba mazita mwachizviti Ismail anai avako vanhu vavo they don't exist asi isu sitiriko maoriginal techitonyaro tavana havanyare kuba zita remunhu asina kukurara
koora King Alfred akati akatanga 1988 ndizvishura
because Alfred akauya season yauda unovharwa kwauda unovharwa anenge akakwenya ka1 saka ndomatezareva tienda kujobs 94 uri kuona manje ndopatakazotanga kumuudza wachiuya achita se achikwenyawo ndombona kuma 94
rafuneka anambobvira inzi
yana nikini yana sister nikini
yana smart
kandi papana sister nechura ngoma hawa kana inzi wangonzwa vari kudheni kuti kune
asanyepere kana achigona kuridza azizozokako katanga kudhara kana mai manje even wingi D akatanga kudhara but akungona wapanda akatanga 20 nana Killer T nana Jalava kumurwera pasi adombo ende iye futi kanye wingi D anoti vanhu hanzi musaite mafeelings pamangoma iye ndane mafeelings kune vamwe vanhu ndari kurwadziwa sarwadziwa newana dikwe Mbari mene haana kuvapa chance manje vamusiya manya
vamona
Costello vataurire.
Still there, aya. Live still.
Takazvibvira kudhara kazvengoma.
Kudhara stereo zvengoma aya. Otherwise upenyu.
Yes, Costello.
Ninja pasi.
Ninja pasi.
Ndichiriko.
Tandiri violence.
Yeah, man.
Pakamborowa vanhu.
Stereo. Ende tichiri kurowa futi
Live in Mbare.
Mbare still here.
Mbare ngavasajairire because tiriko ngasati tafa. Asati tafa. Tirimo Mbare.